Welcome back to Live Rails Hockey. Another installment of Johnny Fatface Productions. Final game of the weekend. 5th place game. Rails taking on the Huskies. Rink's a little chilly, but we're surviving. If we didn't get in the championship round, they sent us down to the old tin shed. Luckily, it's not too cold outside, so it's decent inside. Rails coming off a win this morning, 5-2 with an open net goal against Brainerd. Huskies had a bye this morning, so it's their first game of the day. On the other side, did you see Minot beat Roseau?
Yeah.
5-4.
No, that's not a surprise.
Big upset, which is weird.
Hey. They beat the crap out of them, man.
Yeah.
Brainerd.
Well, Brainerd they beat by 2. They beat these guys by 2 or Brainerd by 2?
They beat them by 2.
They beat them 9-2. No, Brainerd 9-2. I can't remember. I was looking at it at breakfast.
I think Minot beat them by 9-2, yeah.
Minot lost to Cloquet.
Huh?
Nixon said Minot lost to Cloquet. So it said in the score sheet on YouTube. Unless they have a different team. Oh, too busy BSing. Hardy wins the draw back to Oliver. Flicks it out of the zone. St. Cloud Huskies dump it right back into Oliver behind his own net. Oliver rink wide to Yost. Yost tried centering pass, knocked away by the Huskies. Quick shot on Lee. Rodberg swaps it over to the boards. Another shot wide of the net by the Huskies. Oliver up the boards. Giswald backhands it out to the neutral zone. Hardy crashing in hard. Yost stops the pass. Hardy picks it up in his own zone. Hardy over the red line into the Huskies zone. Hardy takes it wide. Spins out of one up the top to Hubbard. Hubbard towards the net. Nice save by the goalie. Zoom in a little bit here. Back out to the neutral zone for Hubbard. Huskies pick it off. Fire one up into the chest of Lee, who holds on to it. Ooh, that's a little zoomed in. Deep. Marcelo Wells out centering Elliott and Trush with Hubbard and Matthew at D. Huskies win it back to the point. Throw it back in the corner. Puck dribbles out front. Matthew couldn't get a stick on a Huskies backhand towards the net. Puck is right in front. Lee jumps on it. Phew! Thing was floating to the net. Puck up top to the Huskies. Throws it behind the net to a Huskies player. Centering pass. Elliott picks it up. Oh, had Trush break and Huskies defenseman got a stick on it. Back out to the neutral zone. Rink wide pass by the Huskies. Tried slapping it in. Fanned on it. Into Matthew. Matthew chips it back out to the neutral zone. Tips it up to Elliott. Huskies back with control of it into the zone. 2-on-1. Huskies down the middle. Fires one wide of the net. Holy moly. Up to Trush. Trush centering pass to Elliott. Elliott over the red line getting tied up. Yeah, they're going to call a holding, I think, on that one. Oh, hooking. Ugh. Only in Vegas, boys. Only in Vegas. Huskies in the box, 2 minutes for hooking. Rails on the first power play of the day. Yost centering Oliver and Trush. Hardy and Giswald at the point. Yost wins it forward, throws one over the net. Hardy will get there first, puts it back up the boards to Yost. Quick passes, move the puck, move the puck, move the puck. Yost with a shot wide of the net, over to Hardy. Hardy puts it back up the boards to Oliver. Oliver rink wide to Giswald on the top. Giswald shot gloved down by the goalie of St. Cloud. Right-handed catch goalie. See if these guys shoot on the blocker side. Minute 32 left in the power play. Yost back to Giswald. Giswald across the front, over to Hardy. Hardy back to Giswald. Giswald down the corner to Trush. Trush out front. Oh, Oliver got a stick on it, slams it in. Trush backhands it out front. Oliver slams it home. Giswald to Trush. Yeah, Oliver from Giswald and Trush, I think it should be. Rails go up 1-0. Capitalize on the first power play of the day. Marcelo Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Rodberg and Oliver at D. Huskies win the draw back to the D. Huskies try going rink wide, knocked down by Trush. Oliver crashing up, gets it in the zone. Back to the Huskies D, off the boards quick. Oliver got a tip on it. Rodberg puts it up the boards, clears the zone. All three rails pretty close to each other. Over to Rodberg. Rodberg goes off the boards, tips it back out to the neutral zone. Huskies over the red line, dump it in. Oliver gloves it down, tries throwing it out. Huskies hold it in right at the blue line. Huskies cutting up the middle. Oh, right off the paddle of Lee. Oliver up the boards with Trush. Oh, off the boards quick. Over to Rodberg. Rodberg slaps it out of the zone. Trush chasing it down. Keep moving. Oh, Trush stopped moving his feet. He had him on a step, I think. Huskies back the other way, back up top to Hubbard. Hubbard tips it up to Hardy. Hardy shallow in the zone, getting tied up. Hardy and Giswald going for the puck. Huskies ringing around. Yost trying to get there. Oh, they slide it out the middle in between two rails players. Hubbard gets good body position, gains control of the puck, turns off the boards, out to the neutral zone. Yost there to pick it up. He's trying to hit Hardy, backhanded it right by him. Rink wide pass by the Huskies. Matthew intercepts into the zone. Matthew goes, got his pocket picked in the blue line. Huskies back the other way. Hubbard chasing into the corner. Huskies behind the net, throws a backhand just wide of the net. And there's going to be a penalty on the Huskies, probably for interference. Guessing interference. See what they call on this one. Two minutes for roughing. Huskies back in the box, Rails back on the power play. Hardy taking the draw, wins it back to Oliver. Oliver wide side to Hart. Giswald one-timer for a goal, 6 seconds in. Oliver finds Giswald back door, one-times it, puts it in. Yeah, Hardy won the draw to Oliver. To Giswald. That's how you move the puck. Good job. Quick puck movement, find the open guy, shots on net. Seems like such an easy game. Hardy out with Yost and Giswald. Hardy back to Oliver. Oliver throws it up to Yost, tips it up to Giswald. Giswald chasing it down. Couldn't get a stick on it. Huskies off the boards. Out to the neutral zone for Rodberg. Rodberg slides it over to Hardy. Hardy up to Oliver. Oliver takes it wide into the corner. Looks like Hardy stays up top for him. Huskies looking to break it out off the glass. Fires it all the way down. That'll be an icing call. No, it was Oliver from Giswald and Trush.
Giswald and Trush and...
Oliver from Trush and Giswald.
Oh, Giswald, not Yost?
Yeah, not Yost.
Okay.
Back to Rodberg. Rodberg's got a second up the boards to Yost. Yost gets tied up. Hardy in to help out on the boards. Hardy rink wide to Oliver, who caught an edge. And the race is on. One Huskies player, 2 rails. Oliver gets back in time, gets his body in front of the other player, gets it up to Hardy quick. Hardy into the zone, fires one, kick saved by the goalie. That ice is slippery. People are falling everywhere.
They should like have skates on it.
Yeah, like little knives. Oh, that would have been nice. Centering pass, knocked away by the Huskies. Giswald back checking. Oliver slipping all over the place. Huskies can't get a shot off. Tipped up to Giswald, to Hardy. Back to Giswald. No, Oliver. 3-on-1. Oliver. Oh, gets stuffed with a kick save, and the goalie jumps on it. Good puck movement.
Nice play, boys.
Way to move the puck. Oliver wished he had that one back. That was really good body control right there, getting in. Oliver getting the puck and right back up. Puck bouncing out to the top. Huskies, they're in the blue line, tip it out. Hubbard takes his guy into the boards, puts it up to Trush. Trush battling, cutting across the middle. Trush throws it out front. Goalie flicks it up in the air, puck's still in front of the net. Huskies chip it out. Matthew back to pick it up in his own zone. Matthew pumps the brakes, throws up the boards to Trush. Trush tried hitting a centering pass, still ends up on Marcelo Wells' stick. Marcelo Wells from deep out, throws one on net, gloved down by the Huskies goalie. Way better start for the Rails, moving the puck. Yeah. Rails finding the open guy, moving the puck around. A lot more enjoyable to watch when stuff like this happens. Marcelo Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Hubbard and Matthew at the point. Elliott into the corner. One hands it behind the net. Elliott and Marcelo Wells get tied up. Huskies tip it out of the zone. Matthew back to pick it up in his own zone. One Husky crash and Matthew behind the net to Hubbard. Hubbard back to Matthew. A little out of his reach. Elliott was, misdirected, just missed the net. Holy smokes. Marcelo Wells throws it off the glass all the way down. That'll be an icing. Yeah, this is better over here than there.
There's a little bit.
If not, it's just a placebo to make you feel better.
It's working.
Yeah. Hardy out with Giswald and Yost, Rodberg and Oliver at D. Oh, Hardy kicked out of the circle. Next one's a minor penalty. They can call that. Oh, picked off by Hardy. Hardy off to the races. Hardy backhands over the goalie's blocker. Rails go up 3-0. That's how you do it. Pure hustle. Hardy had him beat from the get-go. Tipped out. Hardy was gone.
Not that I think they probably should be, because we don't know what we're talking about.
Nice goal.
For a 12-year-old in the NHL. Hey, it's a good thing that you kicked him out of that circle. If he doesn't kick him out, he's not on the wing going up to the point.
Yeah, thank you to the refs.
Because he was,
Huskies up the middle, step by Oliver, good stick. Bouncing puck, Oliver trying to get a stick on it. Hardy gets in the neutral zone. Hardy rink wide to Oliver. Oliver trying to tip it up, intercepted by the Huskies. All the Rails are skating forward. Huskies stop at the blue line, throw it behind the net. Where is everybody? Holy smokes. This is where you gotta stay disciplined. You get a lead, but you still gotta play the game. Hardy rink wide pass to Giswald. Giswald coming in 1-on-2, takes it wide. Giswald cutting back to the middle. Oh, he had it, couldn't get a stick on it. Giswald's still with it. Giswald across the middle. He's getting pestered. Giswald spins at the blue line, still has it, loses it at the blue line. Kicked out, Hubbard chasing it back. Hubbard gets good position on the puck, throws it over to Elliott. Elliott dumps it in deep. Huskies goalie leaves it behind the net. Up the boards. Huskies nice breakout up the middle. That's offsides for the Huskies. Marcelo Wells with Elliott and Trush, Matthew and Hubbard at D. Where's he going? Not sure what was going on there. Huskies player just skated off the ice. Not sure, maybe a mouth guard. Centering pass by the Huskies, knocked down by the rails. Matthew in his own zone with it. Up the boards of Marcelo Wells. Tries tipping up to Elliott. Stopped by the Huskies. They throw it back in the zone. Matthew into the corner. Tries tipping it up the boards. Stopped by the Huskies. Out to the top for the Huskies. Backhanded it back in the corner. Matthew rings it around. Get to Elliott. Elliott tried hitting around the defenseman. He gets it there first. Puck all the way to the other side to Trush. Give him a whack at it. Trush tips it out. Elliott chasing it down. Oh, right into Trush. Hardy picks it up. Rink wide to Rodberg. Rodberg over the blue line. Sidesteps one player. Two, loses it. Out of the zone it goes. Hardy back with it up to Giswald. Giswald pumps the brakes just inside the blue line. Giswald puts it towards the net. Hardy was breaking. Couldn't hit him on the stick though. Good look. Yost with the puck in the corner. Trying to get up to the front. They flick it out to Oliver up top. Over to Rodberg. Rodberg with a quick shot. Bouncing puck. Oh, last second kick save by the goalie. As a bouncer. Redirected. Yost back with it. Yost over to Giswald. Giswald low hard shot. Blocker save. Puck bouncing out front. Giswald picks it back up. Fires it. Hits a stick and goes over the net. Huskies flick it off the boards. Oliver holds it with the hand, puts it back in the corner for Yost, bounces over his stick. Yost centering pass, hits a Husky player right on the tape. They fire it all the way down for an icing. That was a good forecheck.
LA Green!
It's for the Mites. When they put the boards in the middle. Huskies up the boards, throw up the middle. Matthew picks it up, backhands it out of his zone. Elliott tried getting over Marcelo Wells, a little too far in front of him. Huskies on the red line. Hubbard throws it right back up into the mix. Huskies put it in the corner, Matthew's chasing it down. Matthew up the boards, Elliott trying to tip it out. Huskies right back in the corner. Oh, Huskies walk out of the corner. Oh, he still has the puck. I don't know how that happened. Back up top for the Huskies. Spinorama at the blue line holds it in. Huskies cut into the middle, hard wrist shot. Kick saved by Lee. Lee stacks the pads. Oh, Trush puts it ahead of himself. He's off to the races. Trush is flying. Trush on a breakaway, finds the 5-hole, puts the rails up by 4. Oh, let's take a look.
Elliott got it to him.
Elliott hacked it. Actually, I don't know if the Huskies just had a mispass and Trush intercepted it and went it.
Well, I know Bryson touched it here.
Went for the skate. Trush, 5-hole. Quick start for the rails. Jeez. Hardy out with Yost and Giswald, Rodberg, and Oliver at D. Huskies D to D in their own zone. Tip up to middle, Hardy intercepts, throws it shallow in the zone. Giswald pumps the brakes in the blue line before bringing it in over to Oliver. Oliver centering pass to Hardy. Tips it up to Yost. Yost and Hardy both going for it. Hardy has it. Hardy leaves it for Giswald at the top. Giswald cuts to the net, fires one right into the glove of the Huskies goalie.
Oh, it is on camera.
Oh, they played on campus?
Yeah, the glass is on.
Puck to the boards. Huskies tied up by Yost and Hardy. Yost holds it in, throws it back in the corner. Hardy chasing it. Back to Yost. Off the boards, up top to Rodberg. Rodberg leaves it for Hardy on the boards. Hardy cuts across the middle to Oliver. Oliver rink wide to Rodberg. Just out of his reach. Huskies try tipping out. Rodberg holds it in. Huskies fired all the way down off Hardy's stick. No icing right on net anyways. Oh, Lee kicks it out in front of Oliver and Hardy. Huskies pick it up. Hardy knocks it off the stick. Yost across the middle. Yost in the zone, stops right inside the zone. Backhands it to Oliver. Nice play up to Giswald. Giswald fires one from the goal line and puts it in. What? Did you see that? I can't hardly see on here. I think he shot that from the goal line. No whistle again. They don't blow whistles for goals here.
They did on that one. So who had it? Yost?
Yost to Oliver,
to her,
Giswald.
Giswald.
They fired it right there. Must have been 5-hole or short side. I don't know. Couldn't have had much to shoot at there. Rails go up 5-rip. I think the forwards are still the same. D changed it up. Matthew and Hubbard. Matthew throws it up the middle. Huskies pick it up. Huskies fired up the middle. The D's are playing catch with each other. Matthew goes off the boards. Yost back checking. Matthew gets a good poke check on it. Bouncing puck. No one knows where it's at. Huskies regain. Fire one on Lee. That landed perfect in front of a Huskies player. Grabs it and just shoots it right away. Marcella Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Hubbard and Matthew at D. Puck over the boards. Hubbard flicks it up. Huskies defenseman gets it, throws it behind the net. Matthew ties his guy up in the corner. Then Marcella Wells, it looked like. Hubbard throws his guy into the boards behind the net. Oh, a little body after the puck. Oh, that's going to be a penalty on the Huskies. Huskies going to the box. That was interference, hit from behind. I don't know what you want to call that one. Cross check. 2-minute cross check for the Huskies. Rails back on the power play. Gonna be Elliott centering. Ooh, I don't know. Rodberg's out there. And Hubbard. Rodberg puts it back up to Matthew at the top. Matthew back to Rodberg. Rodberg back to Matthew. One-timer hits the Huskies player in the stomach. Comes back the other way. 2-on-1. Rodberg back checking Matt. Oh, Huskies throw it cross ice. Couldn't connect on a pass. Huskies put it back in the corner. Huskies behind the net to Matthew. Matthew tips up the boards to Elliott. Elliott's got room to skate. Elliott over the red line into the zone. Elliott taking it wide. Elliott gets thrown into the boards. Rodberg into the corner. Rodberg back to Elliott. Elliott up top to Matthew. Matthew fires one low and hard. Stopped in the way of the net. Goalie puts a glove on it. Minute 16 left in the power play for the Rails. Elliott wins it over to Rodberg, puts it up top for Matthew. Matthew over to Marcella Wells at the top. Over to Elliott down low. Elliott fires one wide, brings it around up top, back to Matthew. Matthew leaves it for Rodberg on the boards. Rodberg over to Marcella Wells, fires one on net into the stomach of the Huskies goalie, holds onto it. Moving the puck well. I like it. Really?
Max and
Yeah, move it. Oh, who is that? Hubbard backhanded one across the crease. It looked like Robert trying to hold it in. Robert gets tied up. Marcelo Wells in to help out. Puck trickles out into the neutral zone and Matthew picks it up. Matthew got pressure right away, but still has the puck. Oh, ran to Marcelo Wells. He goes across the red line into the zone. Marcelo Wells fires one. Blocker saved by the goalie. Elliott in the corner to pick it up. Elliott puts it in the corner for Hubbard. Hubbard puts it up top for Marcelo Wells. Back to Elliott. Elliott back to Marcelo Wells. Back to Elliott. Elliott cut into the middle, into the corner for Hubbard. Hubbard backhands it back up to Marcelo Wells. D to D, D to D. There you go. Nice pass by Elliott to Matthew. Glove down by the Huskies goalie. Through some traffic. Gotta keep an eye on that thing. Looks like Hardy, he's on with Yost and Giswald, Rodberg and Oliver at D. 5 seconds left in the power play. Giswald the puck on the Yost and the puck on the board. Sidesteps one player, goes to the net, fires one, beats the goalie over the shoulder. Jesus. He didn't have much to shoot at there. That's Hardy over to Yost. That's a sharp angle shot. That was right inside the post. Huskies rink-wide pass, floats one into the zone. Rodberg chasing it down. No icing call. Rodberg thought it was going to be icing. Up to Yost. Yost up the board, sidesteps one player. Yost out of the zone. 2-2 with Giswald. Yost across the middle, tries between the legs, loses it. Hardy back checking. Huskies dump it in, shallow. Huskies leave it for Hardy to pick up. Hardy goes off the glass, glove down by the Huskies. Oh, it's sitting right there. Giswald didn't see it. Hardy flips it up to Giswald. Giswald got Yost flying down the middle. Tried hitting him, knocked down by the Huskies defenseman. Backdoor to Rodberg. Rodberg fires one low and hard. Huskies goalie drops a glove on it. Nice cross ice pass. Marcelo Wells out with Elliott and Trush, Matthew and Hubbard at D. Elliott puts it up top to Matthew. Matthew fires into the net, hits the goalie, puts a glove on it. Nice low hard shot. Got through all the traffic. Goalie did a good job tracking that one down. Had about 3 guys in front of him. Back over the boards. Huskies pick it up. Huskies off the boards. Matthew holds it in. Huskies backhand it out. Marcelo Wells in the neutral zone to pick it up. Tries hitting Trush. Trush gets a stick on it, but Huskies recover it. Huskies tip it in the zone. Matthew chasing it down. One Husky player with them. Good tie up by Matthew. Puts it behind the net in the far corner. Marcelo Wells in the body. Hubbard to Trush. Trush flips it up, trying to hit Elliott. Trush gets it again, tips it up to himself. Trush into the zone. Fires a low, hard one. Goalie can't hold on to it. Elliott throws a shoulder in the corner. Huskies looking to break out. Huskies out of their own zone. Hardy comes back. Got the stick on it. One hand on the stick. Scooped the puck away to Elliott. Elliott puts it in the zone deep. I think the Rails are getting a change. Oh, tried a one-timer across the ice. Touch pass. 7 seconds left. Yost over the red line, 2 seconds left, can't control it, offsides, that'll be the end of the first period. Whoa. I expected our kids to come out with confidence, but Jesus. Another sheet. All right. Start of the second. Rails up 6-0. Back to Oliver. Tries him off the glass. Knocked down, but the Huskies back on Oliver's stick to Hardy. Hardy tried centering pass to Hubbard. Oh, what do we got going on here? Hubbard playing forward. Yep. Oh, Oliver just got taken down. That's going to be a penalty on the Huskies. What do you think it was?
Well, the puck wasn't there, I suppose.
Interference? Oh, another cross check.
Yeah. It was high. I think you could have called interference or letting go.
Yeah.
But I suppose 6-0 game, he's like, okay, I'm not letting it go.
That's true. It can go south pretty quick.
Yeah.
Power play for the Rails. Elliott out
We're going to get a couple here.
with Rodberg and Hubbard. Matthew and Marcelo Wells at D. Hubbard chasing it down, tips it up to Matthew, and Rodberg hold it in. Hubbard puts it back in. Huskies D to D. Got to go. Ooh, Huskies centering pass. Back the way, 1-on-2. Huskies ringing around in the corner. Out of the reach of Marcelo Wells. Huskies pick up the loose puck to the front of the net. Lead jumps on it for a whistle. Minute 33 left in the power play for the Rails. Elliott wins it back in the corner for Marcel Wells. Rings around, tried to hit Matthew, too far in front of him. Hubbard in the corner, or in the boards, tangled up to Matthew. Oh, tips it out front to a Huskies player. Backhands it back in the corner. Who's down there helping out? Matthew tries tipping it up to Elliott. His back turned. Back in the corner for Matthew. And Marcelo Wells. And Elliott. Elliott picks it out of there, walks in with it. Throws it up to Hubbard. Hubbard up to Rodberg. Rodberg across the blue line. Pumps the brakes, puts it up the middle. Huskies back the other way. Matthew picks it up in the neutral zone. Over to Hardy. Hardy rink wide to Elliott. Leaves it for Matthew. Matthew into the zone. Leaves it for Elliott. Elliott rink wide, tried hitting Rodberg. Knocked down by a Huskies skate. Hardy out front. Over to Rodberg, tipped away by the Huskies player. Rodberg back up top to Elliott. To Rodberg to Elliott. Ooh, that was quick. To Rodberg. Rodberg back to Elliott. Elliott over to Hardy, too far in front of him. Hardy back to Elliott. Elliott fires one. Oh, hit Hubbard right in front of the net. Huskies tip it out. 10 seconds left in the power play for the Rails. Hardy leaves it up for Elliott. Throws it up the boards. Giswald over the red line. Both teams at full strength. Giswald into the zone, leaves it for Hardy. Hardy out front to Hubbard. One-timer just wide of the net. Giswald back with the puck. Throws a rink-wide pass to Oliver. Oliver winds up, throws one wide of the net. Giswald there to pick it up. Giswald eludes a check. Rink wide to Oliver. Oliver slides it out front, trying to get Hubbard to tap in. Goes through the crease. Hubbard was tied up. Huskies tip it out or flip it out of the zone. Hardy picks it up. Hardy fires it up to Giswald. Two-line pass. Giswald into the zone wide. Knocked away by the Huskies defenseman. Puck is still in the corner. Giswald behind the net to Trush. Trush gets the puck knocked off his stick. Back behind the net for the Huskies. Giswald gets in the way. Huskies fired out of the zone. Except for Oliver was there to hold it in. Hardy to Oliver, slides it under his stick, goes on net. Giswald in the corner, puts it behind the net. Trush there to knock it down. Trush puts it right out front for Giswald. He has a one-timer in front, hits the goalie right in the stomach. Goalie played that one perfect. Marcelo Wells out with Oliver, Elliott, and Trush, Matthew, and Hubbard at D. Huskies win that one in the corner. Elliott chasing him down. Trush knocks the puck into the corner. Throws it back towards the front of the net. Ends up on a Husky stick. Flips it off the glass. Yost is back. Oh, it's not Hubbard, it's Yost. Yost is playing D. I just assumed. Back to the rail zone for Yost. Throws it up to Marcelo Wells. That's going to be an icing call. Puck out top of the Huskies. Quick shot, glove down by Lee. Puck back out top of the Huskies, misses it. Elliott almost picked it off to go the other way. Yost picks it up, throws it over to Trush. Trush tips it ahead. Huskies off the boards around Trush, off the glass. Oh, Marcelo Wells gets tossed into the glass. Huskies in the corner, Yost battling. Huskies behind the net. Looks like Matthews trying to get there. Huskies get there first. Elliott picks it up, goes behind his own net. Throws it in the corner, Huskies back up top. Hard shot by the Huskies and glove down by Lee. Hardy out with Giswold and Hubbard, it looks like. Oliver and Rodberg at D. Up top for the Huskies. Puck goes wide of the net. Oliver backhands up the boards to Hubbard. Say Huskies put it back in the corner. Oliver rings it around to Giswold. The Huskies pinches in. Hardy knocks it down. Huskies still have it. Huskies try to get it towards the net. Hardy behind his own net. Nice spin move. Flicks it out towards Hubbard. Hubbard up the boards, stopped by the Huskies forward, throws it back in for an offsides. Hardy sends it over to the boards. Huskies dump it in shallow to Oliver. Oliver over to Hubbard. That'll be an icing call. Hardy wins the draw, holds it. Matthew behind his own net. Up the boards to Hubbard. Hubbard rink wide, hits the Huskies player, back to Hubbard. Gets it out of the zone. Hubbard over the red line, tries headman it up to Hardy. Tips it towards the goalie. The goalie fires it out of the zone. Matthew picks it up to center ice. Back to Yost. Yost rink wide, hops over Hubbard's stick. No icing call. Huskies up the boards. Matthew there to hold it in. Back up the boards to Hardy, it looks like. Hardy backhands over to Giswold, puts it out front. Huskies knock it into the corner. Giswold back up the boards to Hardy up top. Hardy try to get it back to Giswold, hits a Huskies player. Matthew holds it in. Right on the blue line, Huskies knock it out right off the stick. Yost over the red line, fires one in on net. Glove down by the Huskies goalie, drops it. Keeps the puck in play, keeps the clock running. Huskies up the middle, tips it right by Yost. Yost into the corner. Husky player wipes out. Giswold picks it up. Up to Trush, to Hardy. Hardy pumps the brakes before going into the zone. Backhands it to Trush in the midsection, catches it, throws it down. Hardy over to Matthew. Matthew, nice, gated three guys, put it up the middle. Huskies gain control, back to Matthew. Matthew over the red line, dumps it in deep. Huskies ringing around. Ooh, right by, what is that, Elliott on the boards. Back to Rodberg. Rodberg back to Marcella Wells. Rink wide, tried to hit Oliver. Oliver is going the wrong way. Well, not the wrong way per se, but to catch that pass, he's going the wrong way. Quick shot on net for Lee. Holds on to it. Marcella Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Rodberg and Oliver at D. Oliver up to Elliott. Elliott tries centering pass, a little too far in front of Trush. Trush still crashing on it. Huskies pick up the loose puck. They're back the other way, 2-on-3. Quick shot, kick saved by Lee. Rodberg picks it up, puts it into the corner. Trush behind his own net. Good puck protection, knocked away though. Elliott picks up the loose puck. Rink wide to Oliver, can't hold on to it. Tips it off the boards to himself, coming in 2-on-1 with Trush. Oliver centering pass to Trush. Couldn't get a stick on it. Oliver puts it up top to Rodberg. One-timer from the point, just wide of the net. Marcella Wells throws it back in the corner. Huskies flick it out, glove down by Oliver. Back to Elliott on the boards. Elliott looking, throws it back in the corner, nowhere to go. Huskies go behind the net. Rodberg crashing in, should hold this one in. Rodberg throws it towards the net. Stick saved by the goalie, flicks it behind. Elliott picks it up top to Oliver. Oliver with the slap shot. Oliver with a fake slap shot, passes it over to Trush. Connects on a one-timer wide of the net. Oliver over to Rodberg with a Huskies player crashing in on him quick. Huskies put it in the corner. Rodberg trying to time up. Huskies player still battling down there. Huskies player working hard behind the net. Puck bouncing around. Oliver gets it. Oliver off the boards, out of the zone. Trush throws it up into the Huskies zone. Quick pass out of the zone. Oliver picks up the loose puck. Gets it out of the zone. Huskies try to fire it in. Trickles into the rail zone. Oliver off the glass. Hardy knocks it down. Hardy off the boards. Up to Elliott. Elliott can't get control of that puck. Bouncing puck. Hardy back up the boards. Off the glass. Huskies back the other way. Huskies put it deep in the rail zone. Matthew behind his own net looking for an outlet. Up the middle. Knocked down by the Huskies player. Huskies turn. Fire. Knocked down in front. Quick shot in front. Right to the glove of Lee. Did number 12 for the Huskies get kicked out of the game?
From what we understand, his coaches told him you're done.
You're done?
That's what we kind of
Interesting. Bouncing puck over Yost's stick, back to Matthew in his own zone. Matthew over to Yost. Yost up the boards to Hardy. Giswald knocked it out of the air. Giswald taking it wide, knocked off his stick shallow in the Husky zone. Hubbard picks it up, throws it right back in front of the net by Hardy and Giswald. Huskies throw up the boards. Hardy holds it in, cuts across the middle, backhands over to Hubbard. Yost there, the blue line holds it in, puts it back in the corner. Hubbard chasing it down. Hardy in the corner battling. Leaves it for Hubbard behind the net. Hubbard centering pass. Huskies intercept. Huskies back the other way. Huskies coming down 1-on-2. Fires one off the blocker to Lee. Ends up in front of the net. Quick backhand. Oh my gosh, that was weird. Lee with the blocker save, put it straight up in the air. Landed. As soon as it landed, the Huskies player was cutting across the middle. Got another quick shot on net. Marcella Wells out with Trush and Elliott. Matthew and Yost at D. Up top for the Huskies. Shot. Blocker saved by Lee. Elliott pinches off on the boards. Huskies cutting to the middle. Knocked away. Trush chasing it down. Trush puts in the corner for Yost. Marcelo Wells in to help out. Huskies gain control of it. Yost up to Elliott. Oh, the Huskies still have it. Huskies out front into the chest of Lee, who holds on to it. Puck one up to the top for the Huskies. Huskies put it deep in the corner. Yost back to pick it up behind the net to Matthew. Up the boards to Elliott. Elliott gets it out of the zone, gets hauled down. Yost steps up into the play, finds the loose puck into the zone. Coming in with Trush, Yost fires one off the skate. It looked like the Huskies defenseman. Yost battling in the corner. Matthew steps up, puts it back up the boards for Elliott. Elliott turns, puts it on net, kicks saved by the goalie into the corner. Huskies back up the boards to Elliott. Elliott turns, fires it around the boards. Marcelo Wells in. Huskies still at the neutral zone for Matthew. Over to Hubbard. Hubbard backhands it up to Elliott, knocks down with his hand. So Wells took a swat at it. Huskies trying to gain control of it. And it looks like Rail's going to get too many men, I think. Oh, nope, just kidding. There was a slash. Not even close. Elliott going to the box for the first Rails penalty of the game. 2 minutes for slashing. Hardy and Giswold out for a penalty kill with Rodberg and Oliver. Hardy wins it, throws it off the boards, ends up on top for the Huskies. Hardy almost takes the ref out with a shot off the glass. Huskies rink wide to the top to the D. Stick saved by Lee. They get a second whack at it. Lee shuts it down behind the net to Oliver. Huskies trying to walk out. Rodberg stops that one. Huskies trying to set up their power play. What's going on down there? What's happening over there?
He was just wondering if one of them little kids was ripping around in the locker room because he had to player of the game necklace on or something.
Oh, really?
He's checking it out. It might be
Yeah. Huskies up top. Minute 25 left in the Huskies power play. Huskies centering pass. Oliver knocks it down. Oliver throws it off the boards. Oh, nice. Sharp enough angle, stops right in the Huskies zone. Oh, right between the legs of Trush. I was going to intercept that one. Huskies back up the middle into the rail zone. Intercepted by Oliver. Knocked off his stick by the Huskies player. Trush had it for a second. Huskies hold it in. Finally clear the zone. Huskies back out to the neutral zone. Up the boards. Huskies skate right across the top, leave it for the D. D cutting, blocker saved by Lee, puck bouncing towards the net. Kicks out to Trush. Trush tries tipping it out, good defensive play by the Huskies. Right to the center, quick one-timer, glove down by Lee. 33 seconds left in the penalty kill. Hardy out with Giswold on the penalty kill with Yost and Matthew at D. Hardy flicks it out of the zone. Too hard, that'll be an icing. Face off back in the rail end.
I'd be my guess.
Huskies win that one clean back to the top. Get it down the boards. Huskies back up top. Bouncing puck, clears the zone. Hardy almost picks the pocket. He would have been gone. Huskies back in the zone. 5 seconds left. Huskies trying to get it out front. Rails at full strength. Hardy tried throwing it down. Elliott was breaking across the blue line. Hubbard steps on for the rails. Huskies up top. Fire one low and hard. Doesn't make it to the net. Matthew off the boards. Tips it out. Hardy off to the races. Oh, Hardy gets taken down. Oh man, that was an interference?
I suppose they were both kind of leaning into each other.
Oof.
And we're up 6-0.
Yeah, true. Huskies through the neutral zone, backhanded and a Matthew stick. Matthew rink wide to Hubbard. Hubbard coming in with Hardy and Giswald. Puck bouncing, where'd it go? Behind the net. Huskies flick it out. Say it went off green, no icing call. Yost back to pick it up. And a Husky player crashing in hard on him. Yost tips it up to Giswald. Giswald up to Hardy. Hardy over the red line, into the zone. Cuts back to the middle. Hardy cuts the middle. Big save by the goalie. Did that go in? Not a big save by the goalie. That was a goal. Hardy cuts across the middle. Buries it. I thought the goalie had it. Hardy beats his guy wide. Cuts to the middle. Pulls it. Backhand. Finds the back of the net. Puts the rails up by 7. Marcelo Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Rodberg and Oliver at D. Puck sit on the face-off dot. Marcelo Wells kicks it. Trush back to Oliver. Centering pass to Elliott to Marcelo Wells. Good touch passes. Marcelo Wells enters the zone, quicks a shot wide of the net. Huskies up the boards. Centering pass almost knocked down by Elliott out to Oliver. Oliver in his own zone. Up the boards to Marcelo Wells. They're going to call that one an icing. Oh, they waved it off. Trush back there to pick it up. Marcelo Wells back to Trush underneath the skate. All the way in the far corner. Huskies have a guy floating. Rodberg picks it up. Huskies slap into the zone right on Oliver's stick over to Marcelo Wells. Steps over the red line. Takes a slap shot just inside the blue line. Goalie couldn't hold on to it. Huskies up the boards. Marcelo Wells with a body takes himself out. Elliott shuts that one down with a shin pad. Elliott off the boards, dumps it back in, goes for a line change. Colton Trush in first. Centering pass, only Huskies players there though. Hardy knocks it off the stick. Trush tries to backhand to Hardy in front. And the Huskies fire it down for an icing. So you see if they just don't want to resurface, go to running time and get moving. Not resurface? No. Be nice though. Save 15 minutes. Face off in the offensive zone. Hardy tried going to the net. Puck still sit by the face-off dot. Huskies pick it up. Fling it out of the zone. Good stop by Yost. Hubbard there to pick it up. Hubbard back to Matthew. That'll do it for the second period. They're going to do a quick resurface. Be back in 15. Start of the third period. We should be in running time. And here we are, start of the third. Hardy out with Giswald and Hubbard, Yost, and Matthew at D.
Aldi used to do it too. We get cash
Oh,
back
no.
up to 10% up to like $15 at Aldi.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, folks. I gotta adjust my clock. Only had 15 minutes to do it. Huskies in the zone. Giswald picks it off, goes the other way with it. Shallow into the zone. Rink wide pass. Tried to hit Hardy.
Oh!
Did that go in?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. I was looking at the clock. Let's look at the replay because I didn't see the first time it happened. Giswald in the near side.
Through to trying to go to Chef.
Throw across. Who shot that?
Jacks.
Jeez. Rails go up 8-0. Oh, it's running time too. Fantastic. I'm way behind on the clock here. Oh boy. All right, running time. I called it before. I stopped the clock out of habit. Hardy wins that one clean back to Lee. Leaves it for Yost. Yost outside, around his own net to Hardy over to Hubbard. Hubbard over the red line. Puts one towards the net just wide. Huskies D picks it up behind his own net. Hubbard back up to the top. Puts one down low. Giswald backhands it just wide of the net. Hardy chasing it down. Hardy gets put into the boards. Huskies backhanded out to Matthew. Gives it to Giswald on the near side. 4 rails on the other side. Giswald toe drags across the middle into the zone. Giswald behind the net. Trying to hit Hubbard out front. Hubbard takes a couple whacks at it. Couldn't hit the puck. Tied up by the Huskies defenseman. Refs say it was tipped. Lee leaves it for Matthew behind his own net. Matthew steps out. Rink wide pass. Knocked down by the Huskies back into the corner. Lee backhands it around the net. Huskies back up to the top, almost intercepted by Giswald. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Trush, rink wide pass off the Huskies shin pad. Marcelo Wells chasing it down with the Huskies player. Husky player gets there first. Trush fires one off the backside of the net. Marcelo Wells turns, fires. Couldn't get a shot off. Elliott with the puck. Tried to put it in the corner, knocked down by the Huskies defenseman. Hits someone breaking across the middle. Roderick backhands it over to Oliver in his own zone. Oliver caught an edge. Wipes out. Almost cleared the zone. Huskies fire one just wide of the net. Comes out the other side. Puck bouncing in front. I don't know what's going on here. Roderick backhands it into the corner. Huskies trying to get up top. Elliott tried to get around the defenseman. Good pinch by the Huskies holding it in. Elliott tips it out of the zone. Huskies forced to regroup. Huskies D to D, back to the middle of the ice in the neutral zone. Huskies back to their D. Ooh, Huskies right up the middle. Didn't touch anybody. That'll be an icing call. Hardy trying to get to Hubbard, up top to Giswald. Giswald backhands it down to Hubbard. Tried a one-timer, fanned on it. Puck goes in the corner. Hubbard over to Hardy. Hardy rink-wide pass up top to Matthew. Matthew the fake pass, puts it towards the net, stick saved by the goalie into the corner. Giswald down low. Puts it out front for, I didn't see who that was. Giswald back with a puck up for Yost. Yost fires one wide of the net. Hardy picks it up in the corner. Hardy tried centering pass to Hubbard, knocked away by the Huskies. Giswald holds it in right at the blue line to Hardy on the boards. Hardy cutting across the middle, hits Yost on the far side. Yost tried hitting Giswald breaking down off a Husky skate. Hubbard leaves it for Yost to the top. Yost centering pass to Hubbard off of a skate, goes into the corner. Giswold's looking over to Hardy at the top. Hardy leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard turns backhands up the shin pads of the Huskies player. Fires all the way down for an icing. Marcella Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Rodberg and Oliver at D. Puck into the boards. Husky throws it up the boards. Off the boards past Rodberg. Rodberg turns back into the boards up to Elliott. Back to Rodberg. Rodberg rink wide pass to Oliver. Oliver up the boards. To Marcella Wells. Trush is there. Oh, Marcella Wells just knocked off the puck. Still battling for it. Trush picks up the loose puck. Trush fires one right through the slot. All the way into his own zone. Oliver back to pick it up. One Husky's chasing him down. Oliver leaves it for Rodberg. Rodberg turns, fires it up to Elliott. Oh, that's an offsides. That was a little delayed. Hardy out with Giswold and Hubbard. Matthew and Yost at D. Back to Matthew, rink wide pass to Yost. Right back to Giswold, intercepted, offsides again. Puck over to Giswold, tips it up. Hubbard pumps the brakes, going back for it. Huskies back to their D. Up the boards quick. Hardy waiting for Hubbard to come out. Hardy into the zone. Leaves it for Hubbard. Fires one into the stomach of the Huskies goalie. Hardy the puck in the corner. Puts it up top to Yost. Yost fires one. Finds the back of the net. Yost with a hard snapshot. Blows one right by the goalie. Hubbard had the first attempt on there. Hardy up to Yost. Yost cuts to the middle, fires it, beats the goalie glove side, it looks like. Is that like Jackson's 7th point this game? 6.
Oh, they didn't give him an assist though.
On that?
No.
He passed it to Yost. Oliver around the boards.
Hunter gave it to Yost.
Oh. Puck back in the corner. Hardy and Oliver. Oliver picks it up. Oliver leaves it in the corner for Rodberg. Rodberg tried to tip it up to Giswold. Knocked down by a Huskies player. Not sure where it is. Giswold walks out with it to Hubbard. Hubbard's hungry. Oh, collision on the blue line. Both going for the puck. Right into each other. Oliver on the blue line. Waiting for everyone to clear up. Oliver to Hardy. Hardy up the boards to Oliver. Oliver in the middle for Hubbard. Hubbard fires one off a blocker just wide of the net. Huskies trying to clear. Hardy holds it in. Hubbard with another attempt. Fans on his shot. Backhands it. Goalie puts it in the corner. Hardy back with the puck to Giswold. Giswold fires one. Almost kills the ref. Back up top to Rodberg. Rodberg puts it down low for Giswold. Jumps his stick in the corner. Huskies pick it up behind their own net. Huskies fire it up the boards. Pass Yost. Rodberg back chasing it down. No icing call. Yost will grab it behind his own net. Yost with a full head of steam. Over the red line. Into the Huskies zone. Yost looking out front, trying to find the open guy. Up to Marcella Wells up top. Marcella Wells fires one into the stomach of the Huskies goalie, who holds on to it. Marcella Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Yost and Matthew at D. Marcelo Wells wins that one to Elliott. Tried to give it to Trush on the boards, sneaks by him. Huskies up the boards to Elliott, puts it up top for Yost. Yost sidesteps one player. Yost puts it towards the net, knocked away by the goalie behind the net. Trush goes flying in, and Elliott buries one upper deck. I don't know. Trush was in the crease there, wasn't he?
But did he get knocked into it?
I don't know. A lot of chaos in front. So there's Trush. He got pushed into it, fell down. Elliott picks up the scraps, buries it upper deck. That was Elliott, right? Was that Oliver?
I thought it was Oliver, but they said it was Bryson from Brody.
I thought it was Bryson.
Yeah, so Bryson from Brody's right.
Hardy out with Giswold and Hubbard. Rodberg and Oliver at D. Huskies gain control over the red line. Rodberg picks it up, back to Hardy. Hardy rink wide to Hubbard. Hubbard almost got taken out by Oliver. Quick shot on Lee, puts a glove on it. Huskies win the draw back. Puts it to the near side D, wipes out. Giswold coming down. I think he's going to feed Hubbard on this one. Giswold to Hubbard. Tried tipping it in, missed the tap and goal back door. Giswold was looking for him. Nice play. Hardy to Giswold out of the corner. Hardy still has the puck. Hubbard planted out front. Huskies out of the zone, coming down 2-on-2. Huskies into the zone. Good poke check by Oliver. Rodberg steps up into the play. Rodberg backhands it out of the zone up to Giswold. Giswold behind the back. Into the corner. Giswold goes. Giswold another spin move on the blue line. Gets the puck knocked off his stick by the Huskies. Huskies over the red line into the zone. Rodberg steps. Pop up. Huskies still with the puck. Into the corner, centering pass. Right past Rodberg. Giswold got his stick on that one. Rodberg floating up too high. Huskies get it out in front of the net and bury one. That's what sloppy hockey gets you. Get up a little too high, everyone starts running around. Bound to happen, but everyone's out of position looking to go down the ice. Huskies player sat right in the slot, buries it. No one around him. Marcelo Wells out with Elliott and Trush. Matthew and Yost at D. Matthew to Yost, fires out to the D for the Huskies. Saved by Lee. Trush puts it out of the zone, no icing called. Trush is flying down the ice. Yes. Yost backhands it up to Trush. Trush looking out front, fires one wide of the net. Up top to Matthew, puts it back in the corner for Marcelo Wells. Marcelo Wells to Matthew, tried going rink wide, intercepted by the Huskies. Huskies into the zone, cuts back to the middle, fires one, kick saved by Lee. Yost behind the net, up to Trush. Trush steps up over the red line, dumps it in on the goalie, kick save. Elliott trying to hold it in. Huskies put it out to the neutral zone. Elliott over to Hardy. Hardy can't get control of it. Hubbard picks it up. Hubbard leaves it for Matthew. Matthew up the boards to Elliott. Elliott over to Hardy. Hardy back to Matt. That's Oliver. Right underneath his stick. Oliver behind the net to Hardy. Hardy out in front of his net. Hits Hubbard breaking up the middle. Hubbard over the red line. Hubbard pumps the brakes, puts it out to Giswold. Hubbard gets knocked off his feet, I should say. Giswold looking for a pass. Back on Giswold's stick to Hardy. Hubbard got his stick on it, deflected it just wide of the net. Huskies looking for that centering pass. Huskies out of their zone, but Giswold knocks it away. Giswold back to Oliver, up the middle to Hubbard. Hubbard tips it up to Hardy. Hardy turns it around, getting pestered inside of his own zone. Hardy's still controlling the puck. Hardy leaves it for Oliver. Oliver centering pass to Giswold. Giswold over the red line and into the zone. Giswold leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard fires one over the net. Hardy gets tied up in the corner by two Huskies player. Hubbard or Giswold in to help out. Huskies firing out of the zone. Robert with his stick, got in his way, good work. Robert up the boards to Giswold. Robert took a hit after a play. That's going to be a penalty. Huskies going to the box. Cross check by the Huskies player, back in the box. 35 seconds left in the game.
I'm gonna let Chef take the draw here.
Put him up top. Hardy over to Hubbard. Hubbard tried to fire one. Hubbard, 2 times. 3rd time's the charm. Shot on net. Stick save. That'll do it. The Wheels win 10-1, the 5th place game. Next game, probably next weekend. Next Sunday, I think we take on International Falls twice. Thanks for watching.